Hey now.
Hey now. Welcome, everyone. Sorry for the lack of avatar thing, but I'm beat, man. I'm beat. The less lights, the better. I'm here at 50 skewers in my head. Rocky 5, yeah, skewers in my head.
Hey now.
Oh, I hope you all had a good weekend. I had a fantastic weekend. I won't derail too much, but so there was no LWA stream yesterday, and that was because we had a big family reunion on my mom's side of the family down in the next state over. I haven't seen them in years. I haven't seen any of these people since before, the pandemic. Last time I'd seen them was like late or middle 2019. So, I'm like, am I going to do a wrestling stream? Am I going to see my family? So, do apologize for that, but God, if you haven't seen your family in a while, reach out to them, because our tomorrows ain't guaranteed, and there was no better shot of that than what I saw with the family. I mean, I love everyone, but I'm part of a big family, like 5 children, 6 children total. And my mom was the second youngest, and there's like a wide range. So almost all of my cousins are older than me, more established and whatever. And then seeing their parents getting older, whereas mine is, gone. I feel it was like this weird thing of like, okay, they're experiencing all the stuff that I got to experience in like a very abbreviated state, like memory issues, movement issues, all this stuff. How do I get too depressing? I had fun. I hadn't seen people in a while. I found out that one of my cousin's kids is going to a school like 20 minutes away from me. And I, I'm like, look, if shit goes down, and you just need help or whatever, just give me a call, kind of thing. And she was probably like, okay, whatever. But I'm like, look, because she was close with my mom before she passed, they used to talk like constantly on the phone. So I was like, this is the least I could do for him. Hey, let's go to the worst pancake ever made.
Off. I am dreading this taste test. I do not like, I say I don't like sugar in my pancakes.
Pancakes or waffles? A question that has divided humanity for decades and will continue to do so for the foreseeable future. However, today, Team Pancake took a loss. Now, whether you like pancakes or waffles more does not matter today, because today is a day of remembrance. A day of remembrance for a poor pancake across the pond over in Britain.
I'm not looking at any of this, so I want to be surprised.
One of Case Cooking's most recent videos. Now, some of you might be asking yourself, what is a Swedish oven pancake? And
we'll get to that. So this stream is gonna be kind of weird because so Cobra already made like a set of cooking videos, but there's another one that he made that he's still uploading. So we might get parts of it throughout the stream. So we'll see about that.
well, I'm glad you asked. I've actually had quite a few of these when I was in college. There was a bakery near my apartment that made these, and they were absolutely delicious. They're kind of just like a fluffy pancake. As the name implies, they're not made in a pan, they're made in the oven. It's kind of like if French toast and a pancake were mixed together. They're amazing, and if you haven't tried one, I'd say go find one today. And today we're gonna watch Kay try and make one. Now, for the most part, Kay doesn't like necessarily kill the recipe. It's okay. It kind of looks like a pancake once it's all said and done, and I might eat it, but I would only eat it if I didn't see the process of making it, because there's a certain blunder, you know, a little oopsie whoopsie that Kay makes during this video that makes me not really want to try it. It's quite the blunder, and I'm not going to spoil what happens. I'm not going to put it in the beginning of the video. I know I'm bad about that, saying I'm not going to spoil something and then it's the first thing you guys see when you click on the video. Not going to do that this time, don't worry. But that's enough talk about the mistake. Let's just get you seeing it. Let's begin. Please subscribe.
Hi people, and I'm back cooking again, and today I'm going to be making Swedish oven omelette.
So close, Kay. It's actually pronounced pancake. I would make a joke about this video making more sense if she thought she was making an omelet, but no, it really wouldn't.
First, it says to put the bacon, because there's bacon in it,
What?
in the microwave for 2 minutes. And then it says...
Okay, I'm going to just make a statement here. Like, look, I love fucking bacon. And if someone wants to make me pancakes, fair enough. But if I'm making pancakes myself, I'm not putting bacon in the mix.
Cut the bacon up into a bowl. You can't see the bacon, can you? Right, you still can't see the bacon, but you can see the bacon going in. Now, I'm cutting it up.
God, that
it
looks
says
like
to leave the grease on it.
Why is it so wet? Ew.
I like the idea of grease being on bacon, but...
What?
What?
That's like bacon that you've had like in your fridge for like at least a week and a half. That is, unless maybe is British bacon different? Like I've never had bacon that
Who am I
like,
to argue?
wet.
All right, so using this information, I found
Even when I go in, oh, okay, on.
the exact recipe that I think Kay is using, which is really going to make this video a lot more funny, I think, here in a minute. But one question I've got for any people over in Britain, and once again, let me preface this by saying this is a genuine question. I think a lot of people take me asking these questions as me being like sarcastic and snarky. Like, no, I'm really just asking, why is y'all's bacon so floppy? Like, this looks like turkey lunch meat or something. It's not just Kay, I see this all the time on like English breakfast and stuff. Why is it like this?
Right, now that's all cut up. And then it says to... I forgot to get hold of my glasses here. Bacon,
What?
small pieces in a bowl, which I've done. Then blend the bacon and the grease and the eggs and the milk and flour and sugar.
Alright, so there's the word of the hour, blend. The recipe calls for you to blend all of the ingredients together. When you hear this word, what comes to mind? Probably like putting it all in a bowl and then mixing it together, right? Well, if so, congratulations, that's what the recipe is trying to tell you. That's not exactly how Kay read it.
Oh no.
Really, all together. So I need to put all that into blender. I don't know my blender.
A what?
Look,
What?
look, my poor little blender. I don't know if it's going to take it all.
Yeah, so I'm sure you've figured out by now what's about to happen. Kay is about to blend all of this bacon into a liquid. Now, this is the recipe Kay is using. I'm almost 100% certain because it uses the exact words that she's using. So it says chop the bacon into small pieces, then period. In a bowl, blend bacon, grease, eggs, milk, flour, you get the idea. So I think Kay read this as chop the bacon into small pieces in a bowl and then blend it all together. It's a mistake that's gonna have some pretty dire consequences.
Can I get the lid off?
Oh
With
no.
one hand. No, you can't, Kay. Don't be silly. That's it.
I'm actually using the paper.
As we said, the bacon. Oh, I ain't got a name for bacon.
So like logically, my brain is telling me that this really shouldn't taste much different. Like it's all gonna get made into a pancake, so it's gonna solidify back and like it's just probably gonna taste like bacon in the background. But I don't know, even acknowledging that, something in my brain tells me, hey, don't eat the liquid bacon. It's not a good idea.
I mean, look at all that grease. Surely you can't put all that in a dish, a blender. But yucky, 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 yucky.
Yeah, Kay, I'm gonna have to agree. Something about that sound makes me want to gag. I don't know why, because it's no different than like the sound a faucet makes when it's pouring out water, but similar to the garbage stew that Jack made being poured into a different container, it's not a good sound. It's like my brain knows that sound is bacon grease being poured on top of bacon in preparation to be blended, because logic tells me that sound should not be gross. Anybody have an explanation?
Surely this is going to be blending. I'm going to blend it bit by bit because this is all going to be congealed. I'm blending it. Now
Looks like the
I'm
worst
gonna
protein
add
shake
there's
ever
some,
made.
A teaspoon of sugar and a teaspoon of salt in there.
This looks like some sort of sick crime scene where a person blended their victims. There's chunks of meat all over this blender. This is unpleasant
I didn't even
to
notice
watch.
that.
I mean, Kay was even confused by the recipe calling for her to blend the bacon. Why were there no red flags saying, hey, maybe you should reread it? It's a mystery to me.
Now it's all done. As you can see, it's made a bit of a mess of itself. I mean, look at the lid. Oh dear, never mind.
Right.
Now it's all gone quiet. And take the lid off. I drop the lid, back on it. Never mind. Pick it off again, that's it.
I like how Kay is treating this blended concoction as a living entity, and I've got to say I don't really blame her. I would probably be doing the same thing. I would not want this bacon, egg, sugar mixture anywhere on my skin. I would not want to see how it reacts to it. I mean, this is a certified goo. It might even be biohazardous.
At least one recipe and part of another one.
Just a pour in a dip. Oh, I'm going to say I thought we weren't pouring then.
Oh my god, that's so thin. That looks so awful.
Don't I bake
Like I'm not like a pancakes connoisseur, but I've made them, you know, it on and off and shit. When it's that thin, you fucked up. It shouldn't be that thin.
Because it ain't going to rise much. I don't think it's going to rise much. Let it finish dripping. Move it around a bit to give it more, to get more. That's that side.
Yeah, the LWA, I mean, it's just a work in progress.
Now this side, there's going to be nothing on that bloody side. There is nothing on that side.
Okay, there's hardly any sides here. This is essentially a two-dimensional object. It's not gonna rise. There's nothing to rise. I can see the pan through the liquid. I think there's definitely gonna be a difference between using this in a casserole dish. I mean, this is what the recipe's supposed to look like. This is the picture on the recipe page. Surely human instinct has got to tell you this is not the right dish for the job.
Now that has come out of the oven.
Oh, it looks awful.
Alright, yes. I would say it's more of a Yorkshire pudding than what is a Swedish pancake, but yes, so I'm dreading to taste it because I don't like the idea of sugar in pancakes, but well, we just got to try it. But that's the end product of a Swedish oven pancake.
Alright, there's quite a bit to unpack here. First off, this turned out much better than I was expecting it to, not gonna lie. This actually looks somewhat edible. Secondly, once again, just gotta ask, what's going on in Britain? You don't like the idea of sugar in pancakes? How does that work? Is it really even a pancake if it's not sweet? Wait, does that mean she's about to eat this pancake with nothing on it? Like at all? Surely not.
Now I broke a bit, you can't see it. I broke a bit off. I am dreading this taste test. I do not like, well, I say I don't like sugar in my pancakes. It's not really something, I think pancakes are a savoury thing, not a sweet thing, but...
Well, okay, you've literally got more bacon than any other ingredient in your pancake mix, so I wouldn't worry too much about it being more sweet than savoury.
Here goes. I'm not going to bother with knives and forks. I'm just going to pick it up. Apart from tasting a bit greasy, but I did have to put the bacon fat in. But apart from tasting a bit greasy, I can't see it being a problem. So yeah, that's it.
I don't even really know what I'm supposed to get from that taste test, Kay, not gonna lie. You don't think it's gonna be a problem? That's like a nothing statement in regards to food. Is that British slang for like that'll do? Like it's good? Or it's just not so bad you can't eat it? Anybody wanna chime in? Well guys, what do you think? What are your thoughts on this pancake? Like I said,
yeah, it's her poor son has to eat her cooking. Most of the videos that I've seen of her poor son has to try out her stuff. Okay, so I heard this was a thing today.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Sorry, the volume.
Snort, snort, snort. Kogan. Drip. Snort, snort. I got the drip. Go.
All right, guys, it's time to get to the subject at hand, all right? Last night, I'm relaxing, all right? Getting ready for sleep.
You lying sack of shit! You lying sack of shit!
Relaxing and ready to sleep. Meaning I'm so fucking drunk. I've had so much shit. That was one thing I had. I had this weird conversation with my my family. So the host, the husband, was like being bartender. And they go, what do you want? I said, yeah, a thing of gin. And I said, I'll have gin and tonic. And he said, okay. And I said, I love gin and tonic, but because I said, I never buy gin because I don't like gin. And so the guy looks at me and he's like, you like gin and tonic, but you don't like gin. I'm like, no. What I mean is that I don't buy gin because gin is not something I can drink straight. Like, if I need to add a mixer to this particular drink, I'm not buying it. I'll get it when I'm out, but like something like whiskey, vodka, I can have that shit straight. But gin, to me, it's like drinking fucking like aftershave. Drinking it straight. It's got to be mixed with something really sweet. If you mix it with something really sweet, it's great. But if you don't, to me, it's like, ugh.
Watch, all right? And I'm just
barely
browsing
fucking
through
hear
YouTube,
'em,
and of course my YouTube feed is now full of Street Fighter 6 videos because I've been watching Street Fighter tech videos pretty much every time I play the game to try to learn strategies and things with the characters I'm using. It's worked really well, by the way. Like, you haven't noticed, every time I take a character into rank, I seem to know one or two new things that is really useful. So anyway, I'm on YouTube and I'm browsing through, and something pops into my feed. Are you ready for this, guys? The big build up. I know I've been building it up. The name.
We're watching this at fast speed. I can't only tolerate this so much. I'm sorry. What the fuck, Snort? 40p? Excuse me. The fucking years this. Speaking of which, today, I watched Terminator 2 with my wife. We recently watched the first one. She had never seen it before. We had to watch the second one, and I had the Extreme DVD, which was like this Harold is this great release back in the day. But then I'm watching it, and I was like, yeah, this doesn't look very good on modern shit. I mean, it wasn't unwatchable or anything, but if I had streamed it, it probably would have been better quality, but I couldn't guarantee it was going to be the uncut version.
The video, and don't quote me on this, it's not word for word, but the name of the video is something like this. You ready? LTG can't handle the jab, jab, jab. What? Now, immediately I read the title of this video, and I know it's a Street Fighter 6 video, and I think in my head, oh no. So basically, he probably is complaining about Street Fighter 6, the same thing I've been complaining about, that there's too many characters who can just mash jab, and it interrupts everything you do. And I'm thinking this is probably going to be like a salty compilation video, right? Like, it's going to be like a 10-minute video where they just take him freaking out about Street Fighter 6 people mashing jab and interrupting everything he does. That's what I thought it was going to be, all right?
Mangled jewel pods. Ugh.
So I click on the video, and much to my surprise, that's not what it is at all. What this is an hour-long edit where basically they took matches that he was playing. And it's weird because I think the matches they picked were the ones he lost, but at the same time, it's not like there were matches where he was getting like blown out constantly and freaking out. I don't know. I just think what it is that people like to act like things are way more drama than they are. I didn't find the video to be too overdramatic at all. Like, I mean, he got angry a few times during the matches, for sure. So do I, I mean, I think sometimes I actually get way more worked up than he did in this video, right? But I don't know, like, it was fascinating because I've literally never watched LTG gameplay before. Just being honest, the first time I've ever watched this guy play anything. I don't watch his content. I don't know anything about how he streams or whatever.
You lying sack of shit.
I actually watched almost the entire video. Like, basically, I became absolutely fascinated with this content. Okay, allow me to explain why. There was multiple reasons why I was fascinated by this content. Okay, like, so many things were going on. All right. So, number one, his layout. Okay, here's my layout when I stream. Okay. Here's my layout.
No, that's not your fucking layout.
Okay, keep in mind, this camera should be fitting into this frame right here. But you see my layout? I would consider that my layout is a minimalist layout, all right? And what I mean by that is, as you can see, I give the game 95%.
You don't need to explain what fucking minimalist means, you idiot.
5% of the real estate on my screen. For me, when I'm playing the game, it's about the game, right? LTG's layout essentially is, he's over here in the upper left-hand corner, and he's got a big widescreen camera. Below him is his stream chat. And I think he's streaming on Twitch currently. So below him is the Twitch. So this whole third of the screen over here is him and his chat. Okay? Then over here, like this segment of the screen, is the game, but it's small. It's like crushed, like small. And then he's got like stuff on the bottom of the screen running that says what music he's currently playing. He's one of those streamers that he doesn't use the game's natural soundtrack. He has one of those things where he just plays his own custom soundtrack, and it's all video game music, which, by the way, I actually like a lot of the music. He's playing like old Street Fighter tunes and stuff. I was like, this is good music, actually. Some, but not all of it. Like, he was playing like Mega Man X8, and I was like, ugh, I can't stand the later Mega Man X shit. But he was doing some good stuff. Like,
how is this fucking relevant? Who cares which shit of his you like in terms of his background music?
Third Strike, old Mega Man games. I was like, oh, these are pretty good tunes. Like, this is good stuff. But to me, if I'm playing a game, I want the natural soundtrack from the game to come through. I never understood streamers who play other music over the game. I don't know. I guess it was always a common thing or a popular thing to do. I never did that. I always just played the game soundtrack, right? So he's doing that, and it says the track. But the other thing, like, there's stream stats going on, and the stream stats were baffling. Okay, allow me to explain what I mean by that. According to his stream stats, when LTG streams Street Fighter 6, he's got 2,000 viewers. Really?
You lying sack of shit. You
LTG
lying
has
sack of
2,000
shit.
live viewers on Twitch when he streams Street Fighter 6. That's great. My jaw dropped. I was like, holy shit. He has 2,000 viewers when he plays Street Fighter 6. He's got to be one of the top Street Fighter 6 guys, if that's the case. I'm not aware that the FGC gets that kind of views on just random. I know if it's a tournament stream or whatever, but this is him just randomly playing, right? I mean, he's doing something right. If that's his honest viewership he gets every time he plays Street Fighter 6, he's doing really good for himself, and that's good for him. Like, I was actually blown away. I had no clue this guy got that kind of attention.
You
right?
said jealous wrong.
So that was interesting. But the thing that got me at the same time was, like, for example, he has his chat on the screen. I didn't see a single piece of intelligent thought out of his chat. Like, it just seemed like it was the normal, what do they call it? The normal Twitch stream monsters for fighting games. They're just spamming dumb memes and shit. They're insulting him when he's playing. They're just being toxic. And I was looking at this and I'm like, I don't actually see a single reason to have that on the screen. Like, it's not adding to the stream. In my opinion, it actually took away. I would rather see more of the game than the chat. The chat was too distracting and was very stupid. Like, I didn't get why the chat was on the screen. It wasn't entertaining. It didn't add anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, the audience that was there, yeah, a lot of them were toxic towards him. And I was like, I don't think this makes sense to have that on the screen then. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't understand that. The other thing that got me, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be shockingly honest here. So I watched this. It was an hour. Now I guess this hour comprised 2 different sessions: a Friday night session and a Saturday session that he played. And both times he's playing it from 2 to 4 in the morning. He has the time, his local time, on the screen when he plays. And I'm like, geez, I could never imagine playing Street Fighter at 2 to 4 in the morning. That would not be the time that I want to play it. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be playing it at prime time, and he's playing at like 2 or 4 in the morning. Like, holy shit, right? I don't know how he's doing that, not falling asleep, honestly. So he's playing at these times, and the thing that I noticed, so it's, I watched an hour. It was an hour video, but each, the segment, I guess if it was unedited, would have been like 4 or 5 hours of gameplay. But I'm noticing, with 2,000 viewers, okay, and this is me being honest, this is not me shit talking, he wasn't getting many contributions at all. Like, he had on his screen, he has all these stats and shit all over his screen. At the top of his screen, it's like, this person resubbed for this many months, and this person, or whenever someone would contribute, there'd be like a pop-up on a screen that says Covenant or something, or sometimes if someone did like a $3 tip, it would do the AI talk, or it would say something that they wanted it to say or whatever, right? So, he's basically, he's talking and doing his gameplay, and he's got 2,000 viewers on the stream, and the only thing I'm seeing is toxic shit in his chat, and really very few people supporting him. And I was like, wow, that kind of sucks. Imagine if you were getting tons of viewers, but maybe what it is that the vast majority of viewers this guy gets are all people who don't
That's all he cares about is the fucking money. Okay, of course.
like him, and they're just being real toxic to him. I actually started to feel a little bad. I was like, that sucks ass. If that's the case, again, I don't know. This is the first time I've ever watched this guy's content. So imagine you're bringing in thousands of viewers, tons of viewership, but the people are there just to basically take a dump on you rather than actually support what you're doing. Like, I was like, that sucks, right? For me, listen, I know I got trolls, but I also know that I got a good number of people. Every stream I do, we got hundreds of people who are here to be positive, to be happy, to have a good time with me. It's not every single time I play a game people are here to dump. Listen, you guys razz me. I get it. When I play Street Fighter, especially, you guys fucking razz me. All right? I get that. But
no, they don't fucking razz you. When they do, they get fucking banned.
Oh, by the way, this is another thing, too. His chat wasn't really moving that much. And I'm wondering if he has a lot of moderation on his chat, because his chat wasn't moving as much. If there's 2,000 people on the stream, why wasn't many people chatting? And I'm wondering, maybe because he gets so much trolling, he has to have a lot of moderation on his stream, like mine too. That I get, all right? So you see, I'm trying to be reasonable here. This is the first time I've ever watched him, any of his content. And basically, again, it's fascinating, because you're sitting there, and you're watching it, and you're just trying to understand it, because, I'm a streamer just like him, and I didn't get it. Like, his chat didn't seem to work like my chat. His views were way more than mine, but at the same time, it seemed like he was getting way less support than me, and it was so confusing. I was just like, it was really weird. It was like a case study almost. They're trying to see how this worked, right? So anyway, that's... A lot of people in chat are saying he view bots. I have no idea. I'm not going to accuse the guy of anything. I'm just giving you my factual observations from watching this hour, okay? That's my factual observation from what I saw, all right?
Boring.
Now, let's talk about the actual content, all right? First of all, immediately when I started watching, I wanted to commentate on the match. I was dying to commentate. I was like, dude, I would love to watch this live with my audience and commentate on the gameplay. Because I'll tell you, some of the things he says, I agree with when it comes to the gameplay of the game. He's mad because certain characters are getting away with just jabbing like crazy and interrupting his stuff. I agree. I think that the game has a big problem with that there's certain easy mode characters who can just fucking walk up jab or react to jab, wake up jab, and they beat everything. And that's actually what the name of the video, I think, was trying to poke fun at. But it's a valid criticism of Street Fighter 6, in my opinion. So I was kind of agreeing with him on a lot of that, all right?
Shut the fuck up. If you can't get around...
basically...
Like, jabbing out of combos,
I was enjoying it because I was actually watching it
up.
neutrally. I wasn't against LTG, but also I wasn't like pro LTG. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just trying to watch it objectively. And I was starting to analyze his gameplay, and I was starting to see some flaws in his gameplay that I think that he could dramatically improve his gameplay if he made some changes. But one thing immediately baffled me. Maybe you guys can answer this for me, because I would love an answer if you guys have an answer. For those of you familiar with LTG, okay? So this was gameplay from Friday and Saturday of this past week. So this is yesterday and the day before. So he plays 2 characters in Street Fighter 6.
Oh,
Marisa? Excuse me. Oh,
with
man.
the movies.
He plays Marisa, and he plays JP. Those are his 2 main characters. I don't know if he uses anyone else, but that's all, for this compilation, that's all that they showed, is that he had those 2 characters, okay? So, here's, number one, what confused me. So he plays Street Fighter 6 a lot, right? I would assume he plays more than me. That's his game. That's what he's getting views on. I think 2,000 viewers a stream every time he plays the game. So this is what he's playing, right? So his Marisa is, I would assume, his lower character. She's 1-star diamond. Okay, so kind of the same level, maybe the same level as my Luke. I would argue that my Zangief and my Lily are get coming up, and they're going to hit diamond very soon. So it sounds like his Marisa is kind of like a secondary character, and she's like 1-star diamond, okay? But his best character is JP, right?
Boring.
And he's only 2-star diamond. And I was like, if you've been playing this game nonstop since the game came out, how is he only 2-star diamond? You know, my Blanca is 4-star diamond, and I don't play that much. Like once a week I play Blanca, if that, and I'm 4-star diamond. And I'm like, I'm looking at it, and I'm like, I wonder what's going on here. So immediately that's what hit me. I was like, dude, I thought for sure he'd be like master. I thought for sure LTG would be master rank. I'm not even shitting you. If he's playing this nonstop, I thought he'd be master rank. I would think that most people in the FGC who are playing real hard
Why would
are
you
master rank
think
by
that?
now. I'm one of the few, you know, I like the game. I played it a bunch, but I'm not master rank because number one, I'm not playing it full time, and number two, I'm playing a variety of characters. You know, I got Blanca, Luke, Lily, Zangief, Ryu, why am I having a brain fart now? The characters I've been using. I'm actually having a legit brain fart. Marisa, right? And then I do variations of other characters as well, like throwing in like Honda or Dalsim or other characters. You know, I played a variety of characters over the course that I played this game. I split my time. I haven't only been focusing on 1 or 2 characters, which it seems that's what he's doing. If he's really only playing JP and Marisa, right? I kind of scratch my head. How is he only 2-star diamond? Now Mango says actually he has 2 accounts and he's switching between them. All right, that would be a legitimate reason, and that's what I'm looking for because my mind was blown. I was like, how could he only be 2-star diamond? I really was confused. So that's good to know. So if he's playing 2 accounts, maybe he's trying to avoid trolling. Maybe he's trying to avoid fucked up stuff happening to him.
God.
Ricky says he has 2 accounts. One is for JP, one is for Marisa. If he rage quits on the JP, then he'll change to the Marisa. Oh, wait. Well, if that's the case, then that's not what I thought. I thought you guys were saying he has 2 accounts, and he switches and he uses both characters on both accounts, and basically he's diamond in both, but that's why he's never accumulated enough wins to get master on either. What you're saying is he has 1 account just for Marisa and 1 account just for JP, so then it doesn't matter. It just means he's not getting the wins. Anyway, that was my first major observation, all right? And then the other observation, again, I have never seen LTG play a fighting game before. I'm serious. This is my first exposure to it.
You lying sack of shit. All right?
You lying sack
of shit. You lying sack of shit.
Basically, whenever something happens that's upsetting to him, like, for example, he's doing a combo, he drops the combo, and the enemy mashes jab, and off of jab, they get a giant punish combo that's like 60%. Or, you know, there were some situations that I agree are bullshit that happened to me, too. I'm trying to remember specifically 1 or 2 that happened. Oh, like a Honda, a scrubby online Honda. And he's just getting lucky with reversal headbutt and shit. And then Honda, he'll do like a random level 3 super. So here's what LTG does. When he's about to lose the match, he closes, he quits the dashboard. He doesn't close the game. He just quits the dashboard. And then he waits like 20 seconds, and then he goes back to the game. And I was like, why does he do that? I was actually really confused. Like, he's not pulling the plug. He's not like disconnecting or rage quitting. He just quits the dashboard. But then he goes back into the game, and the game's still running. And I'm like, why is he doing that? And it wasn't once or twice. He was doing this like the entire compilation. This was an hour compilation. He was doing it like every match he lost, and I was like, why is he doing that? I just couldn't. I was
Keep rubbing
confused.
your face.
Because here's the thing. All right, let's say for example it's an ego thing. Let's say he just can't stand losing and watching himself lose. Okay, and the thing is, in previous Street Fighter games, maybe he's like, I don't want to give that person the satisfaction of watching a video where I lose to them and they get to see the animation of them killing me. But the thing is with Street Fighter 6, every single match is archived. Every match you play online, the code is there, and anyone could go watch it from like a third-party view. Like, you don't have to be watching my stream to watch my matches. You can go access my matches outside of my streams and watch them back anyway. That's how Street Fighter 6 works. So for him to quit to the dashboard doesn't actually like make any sense. It's not like you're not. I can understand like a Street Fighter 4 or 5. Ha! I'm taking away your satisfaction of seeing the animation of you beating me because I quit the dashboard. You didn't get to see the end of the round, right? People can go see it right now. Like literally, you could find his matches and see him lose every match he's ever played. So it was very confusing that he does it. I didn't get it. Like I didn't understand what the purpose of that was. And then the other thing that got me. So he would lose a match and he would blacklist the person. Now, admittedly, I think this is a shtick. I think this is 100% his shtick. He does this to get views and he does it because it's funny. When he loses a match, and he'll even say shit like, I couldn't believe it. He was like, he's fighting a platinum player. All right, he's in diamond, he's fighting a platinum. And he's like, oh my God, why am I facing a platinum level player when I'm in diamond? This is unacceptable. I don't know why they're matching me with this player. And then he beats the player, right? That's a free win. That's free points for him to rank up. And he goes, oh, I don't want to play platinum anymore. And he goes and he blacklists the player, blocks him, so he'll never play him ever again. I was like, isn't that counterproductive? You banned the person who you could easily beat and you get points to rank up even further. Why did you ban them? Like, why would you block them? And there's other people, like, basically, when, you know, he loses to anything, if he loses to a cheap guess, if he loses to a bullshit mix-up, if he drops a combo, if he, you know, all these things, he blacklists the person. And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, immediately, you gotta think about how it works, how Street Fighter 6 works, okay? The way the netcode works is that it looks for optimal connections, but it also looks for people of skill level similar to you in rank, but it also looks for regions. And a lot of people aren't aware of this, but it does. Street Fighter 6 is regional based. So you may have noticed the last few times that I played Street Fighter 6 rank, sometimes I'm playing the same person 2-3 times in the same session. You might say, wait a minute, there's like 1 million people who bought this game. At any given time, there's probably like 100,000 people online playing it. Why are you playing the same people over and over? Because it's region based.
Is he really explaining how locations work?
So a lot of the times I'm playing people in this Pacific Northwest US over and over just because they're closer to me, you see? So if he's blacklisting players, all right, what he's essentially doing is he's killing his player pool. And here, so let's say he lives, I have no idea where he lives, 0. Let's say he lives in New York City. This is hypothetical, I have no idea where he lives. If he lives in New York City, and every player he plays and loses to, he blacklists, what he's now doing is he's making it so that the game is going to have to say, okay, fuck New York, start looking further. Oh, he lives in Cali? I didn't even know that. So, okay,
yes, the
start
game
looking
says
further
fuck
out,
New York.
outside of your range. So now, essentially, you're forcing the game to find people with worse connections. So now, you're going to face people who are laggier to you. You see what I'm saying? And so, if this guy, every time he plays, he's blocking 10, 20, 30 players, he's essentially destroying his whole region. He'll never play anyone from his region. He'll only play people from further away, and all that's going to happen is the connections are going to get worse and worse until eventually when he goes to play, all he's going to have are laggy people. So doing what he's doing is counterproductive. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I'm watching the video, I'm like, I don't get it. Maybe it's an ego thing with the quitting the dashboard, but the blocking of the people just doesn't even make like logical sense. This guy's going to shoot himself in the foot. Eventually he's going to have no one to play with that's not going to lag. And this is a game that he's obviously, by the way, he's shitting on the game constantly. He's saying things such as, this game sucks, this is the most noob-friendly Street Fighter. And I mean, everyone has said that for every Street Fighter that's come out in the last 15 years. I said
yeah,
Street Fighter 4,
yourself,
Street Fighter 5,
asshole.
I said, I don't even think Street Fighter 5 was a Street Fighter game. It was a pattern play game online. It was complete shit, okay? I agree there. But, excuse me, but, you know, in Street Fighter 6 to some extent, I agree. There's a lot of scrubby shit in Street Fighter 6. There really is. There's a lot of scrubby shit. But at the same time, like, I'm trying to actively get better and learn. And I do feel like if I play it enough and I practice enough, the scrubby shit won't come through anymore. Like, I feel like if I get characters to master, you're not going to have to deal with drive impact spam anymore. You don't have to deal with people who just mash jab. It's going to be a higher level of intelligence player who's playing at a higher competitive level. They're not going to do stupid online things you're not expecting because they're trying to play like they're in a tournament. You understand? It's just a matter of getting through those ranks. But if he's doing what he's doing, again, he's kind of shooting himself in the foot and making it harder for him to get wins. I actually feel like if he didn't block the people, he'd be getting better connections. And if he wisely, like for example, if you're spanking a platinum player, don't block that person. Keep them there. Play them again. Get more free points. Rank up higher, right? Like, why would you block that person? It didn't make sense. I think he gets real heated, right? Like, and you see when I get heated, how I get bad. I get mad. I start swearing. I punch my fucking joystick. I start going crazy on my streams. You guys have seen it in the last 2 months. How when I get heated, how heated I get. It's weird because he gets mad, but then instead of like going crazy, he just immediately just like blocks, go to the dashboard, block the player. Like, that's his pattern to deal with when he gets heated. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like he's hurting himself. Like, maybe if he hadn't done this to the game, he would be a master rank right now, you know? And the other thing is, like, for example, I actually feel like doing a commentary on a video of his would be cool because I see things in his game that I know he can improve. That I'm looking at, I'm like, dude, if he just did this, he'd be doing so much better. He'd be winning this match. And I'm watching, I'm like, dude, maybe I should do commentary, not just on him, but maybe I could do commentary on like Street Fighter videos. Because I'm learning the game, and as I'm learning, I'm seeing the holes in other people's game. And I'm like, dude, he could improve dramatically with just a few quick things that I saw. Like, his game could get so much better. And
I think LTG may respond, but he's going to be like,
maybe
fuck Phil,
he just
I
doesn't
don't
get any
care.
help. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not playing him, I'm better than
For me to have that Diaphone player,
I would love
watch
to
my
see
gameplay,
them, you know,
comment on it, and
actually
give me
face
legit
off,
feedback.
but
What did
that
Diaphone
ain't
say?
happening, I think.
Diaphone said, stop doing
LTG
drive
has
reversal.
said,
Guess what I
gone on
stopped
record
doing?
in the
Drive
past
reversal.
and
I almost
saying
never
he
use it
doesn't
now.
want to play
Start
Phil,
parrying.
there's no
Guess what I started doing?
benefit
Parrying all
on
the time.
his
Guess what happens? I started
side.
stopping rush down constantly.
He's not
Parrying has
exactly
dramatically
wrong
improved my
either.
game. When I get heated, calm down, get up, walk around, talk with your audience, take a break. That is something I'm getting better at doing. Admittedly, I don't do it all the time, but I started doing it, and I'm getting, like, it's helping. It's helping. Look what happened with Luke on Friday night. The whole first hour with Luke was a disaster. Every match I'm losing, I'm so heated, my whole body was covered in sweat. I'm serious. My whole fucking body was covered in sweat. I was so upset. And then what happened was I took a break, I used the bathroom, I came back, I talked with you guys. We jumped back in for the second hour after I cooled down, and I was getting wins. So sometimes just getting legit, objective advice can help. I am so grateful. And by the way, I told Diaphone how grateful I am. I actually reached out to him and said, I just want to say thank you because you're someone who treated me with respect and someone who wasn't looking to do a meme video that was really mean. Instead, you did a nice positive video, and my game has dramatically improved because you just gave me a chance to observe me objectively and try to help. And it helped a ton, and I thanked him for that. So, and I'm not saying that LTG is looking for help from me. I'm just saying in general, anyone. I think if I watch these videos, maybe I could comment on them. And I could watch top player videos. I could watch mid to low player level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that I legitimately know Street Fighter 6 good enough that I would enjoy doing commentary.
You just imagine him like stewing there at like fucking like 12:45 a.m. You know, fucking his head's all gone from all the gin he's consumed. Just scouring through because he probably on his feed he gets a whole bunch of Street Fighter videos, right? There's all these people playing better than him, or seeing like shit of him playing bad popping up on his feed. Ugh, I love it.
Over videos of the game. That could maybe be content that I do. But that's up to you guys. I don't want to put out content you guys don't want. This is just an idea because I was watching LTG's video and I'm like, dude, he could do this. Oh, look at that setup. Oh man, now that's bullshit that happened to him. And this and that. And I realize I'm doing it in my own head. I'm doing commentary in my own head. This could be a video I'm making right now. This could be a stream I'm making right now. You see? So it kind of was an interesting idea, right? Anyway, you guys, now people are going crazy in the chat. You guys let me know what you want. If you're interested in this, let me know, all right? Because it's all fair game. You know, it is. It's all fair game. Anyone who's streaming, anyone who makes content on the internet, it's fair game to be
Is
commented
that a
over.
fucking MLB t-shirt he's wearing?
I don't care. By Dad says LTG will never collab with you, and he'll be pissed that you did a segment on him. I don't care. I'm not looking to collab. I don't care about collab. I'm telling you, this is what happened with just me. And again, this video randomly showed up in my feed. It wasn't anything I was looking for. I
That
just happened to click
MLB
on
or
it.
is that like
I was like, let's just see. Let's just see what this is. I clicked on it. I was immediately fascinated. And again, when we watch it together, I would basically explain all this to you. I would point it out. I'd be like, look at the setup. Look at this. Observe what's happening here. This is weird. Let's look at this. Let's look at that. I mean, it would be fun. I think. Comment on the gameplay, whatever. I think it would be fun, right?
TF2.
I think so. So it's up to you guys. You guys let me know. But anyway, you know, I was trying to approach it fairly, objectively, and as someone who literally doesn't know anything really negative about LTG besides the memes and shit that you guys say, I was just trying to approach it as like a neutral third party, and I was fascinated. I admittedly, I was sucked right in immediately with the gameplay, with the way that he was behaving, with his chat and how they were behaving. The fact that he gets, I can't wrap my head around the fact he's getting 2,000 views a stream. I had no clue. I had no clue he was that popular in the fighting game community at all. I was like, wow, I was blown away. But again, to see that, and then to see that basically there's a lot of toxic people, and it wasn't really people who were like there to enjoy. They were there to laugh at rather than laugh with or enjoy the game.
You can see like the thing on the side there. He has like a headset on. Yeah, look at that's not MLB.
It is what it is. We'll see what you guys think. All right, you guys let me know what you think.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's styled in MLB.
And again,
that's not the MLB logo.
I'm not talking about just LTG. This could be other things too. Like I said, if you want to see me comment on Street Fighter videos in general, like stuff with Street Fighter 6, I think it would be nice to see comment on strategies and things and other things. You know, I like to see other streamer setups too. How they all, everyone's different, right? Like how different. Like I said, my setup 95% is the game, and you have the camera and a little bar at the bottom. That's it. Like I'm all about the game, but every streamer is so different. I couldn't like the game was like in a corner. I was like weird because it was hard to see stuff going on half the time too. I was like, I don't know. Anyway, cool, right? You guys let me know what you want. If it's something you'd be interested in seeing, and go from there. All right. But anyway, I'm just saying this is something that happened randomly last night, and it absolutely fascinated me. I was like, wow, interesting.
I got the drip going. I got the drip going.
No. Yeah, because I was like, there's no fucking way he just had like a sports t-shirt on. I mean, like when he was back in Connecticut, did he have fucking Whalers shit on? Has he ever worn anything like Yankees, Mets, Red Sox? Just hitting my arm on the table.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, I got to step away for a minute, but next, brace yourself, folks. We got some time to cook. That's what's up. We'll be right back. Oh, thank you very much, Humalon.
Hey now, hey now.
Can you see the sun is shining on me? It makes me feel so free.
What?
Welcome, Casper.
Hey now. Hey now.
Here we go. Beef and bacon.
Making a delicious bacon cheeseburger. We got our seasoning.
What?
This cool Cobra.
Sorry, hold on.
Making a delicious bacon cheeseburger. We got our seasoning.
Bacon cheeseburger.
This cool Cobra, our Cajun seasoning. Took some of that Country Crock original. Plopped it in the pan.
Oh.
Two fresh burger patties, 84.
What is that? Is that butter? Is that an egg in the middle there? By the way, he still is the world champion, and he will be appearing. He will be there when the LWA comes back. Like I said, I don't know exactly when it's going to be. It's not going to be, I'll put it to you this way. It's not going to be any of the upcoming Saturdays. Because this coming Saturday, I have an actual wrestling event to go to.
What?
Yes. And then the weekend after that, what am I doing then? Oh yeah, weekend after that, SummerSlam. And then the weekend after that, I'm going on a vacation with the family. So the next LWE stream will probably be on like a Friday, or probably just a Friday. Oh, and speaking of which, speaking of Cobra, I'm so sorry I forgot to mention this earlier. So I've actually been skipping a bunch of Boglin Chronicle videos because they've been his reactions to the documentary that was made about him. Now, we can't watch any videos of Cobra reacting to said documentary. We're actually watching said documentary. So sometime this week, and I'll put up like I'm just going to go live with it. Probably Tuesday, I would guess. Because it's not Monday or Wednesday, which, I'm doing wrestling shit. They're watching that. So Tuesday, we'll try to do a watching of that. Although we might have to split up to be like a Tuesday and on that. Whatever day the Detractor Evo Part 2 isn't, I'll probably watch the rest of it. But I'll do it on YouTube though. Because I know most of the people who watch this stuff are on there, and also, quite frankly, Twitch can go fuck itself. And I might actually multi-stream to Kick.
What?
I mean, why not at this point? Not as butter. Why is the butter not fully melted yet?
Put the season sign down first.
Like, I got no problem with frying burgers in butter. I've done it before, but
We got some
I
bacon.
let the butter melt.
This cherry wood thick cut.
That's like
bacon.
$10 a package.
With some of the
Fucker.
peach beer.
Ew,
that in
Bush
there,
Light
egg rolls.
each. Ew. Yeah, that Casper, I do have to call that out. Not being able to like properly pause or rewind Twitch streams is fucking retarded. Like, you guys are like the innovators of live streaming, and you still don't have that. Google figured it out, but you fucking didn't. Like, really? Like, if I was at Twitch, I would be like, no, we're number one. We're gonna prove it by fucking fixing this gaping hole in our service.
Look at that sizzle action. That's real beef.
Well, let's flip them over. How black are they on the bottom?
Yeah, I want to put the beef first.
You may want to get those
Put
off.
the bacon in that beef grease with all that butter he loves. And a splash of that beer is what I'm coming in.
Yeah, bro, I would at least turn off the heat. Like, if you really feel it needs to be cooked a little bit more, fine, but the residual heat will do the job better. God, let's see him cook the bacon.
Put a little bit more butter in there, just a little bit more. I got 4 pieces of the bacon.
Hold on. Why is this mic level so low? I apologize, folks. Or if I'm blasting it too much, is my audio set the thing that's wrong? I feel like you can barely hear what the fuck he's saying, so I have this little audio boost here. But if it's making it worse on your guys' ends, then I'll just turn it off and raise my local volume.
Put a little bit more butter in there, just a little bit more. I got 4 pieces of the bacon. The bacon we're using is Black Label Cherrywood thick cut bacon.
And as I've said, folks, fucking get an air fryer. If you really like bacon, get an air fryer. Put the stuff in, 350, 10 minutes. For me, at least, it's perfect. I can't go back. I refuse to go back. Pan frying. I refuse to pan fry bacon ever again, as long as I have an air fryer.
Jokes aside, though,
because doing it in the oven really is pretty much the best way, or at least used to be the best way. But then you had issues; you had to like wait to heat it up, and there's more cleanup. Well, with air fryers, the warm up time is gone, and the cleanup thing isn't as
all
bad.
bacon companies should switch to.
But it's the same overall result.
Them burger patties are cooked up.
Oh my God, Greg! No, fuck.
4 pieces of bacon in there.
Seriously, like as long as it's not like really thick bacon, if it's like regular store-bought bacon, the shit you can get like Jimmy Dean or whatever your local restaurant, excuse me, supermarkets brand is, or even like Aldi. I recently bought like 2 packages of their stuff. You just their regular bacon, put that in 350, 10 minutes. It's crispy. It just is good. Unless you like it raw, then I would say maybe do it like 7.5 minutes. But if you like crispy bacon that's not like burnt, just crispy, or at least cooked, 10 minutes, 350.
That butter. Country crock spread.
And say it to everyone here.
I put a little dollop
The 2
in there
people who
just to
didn't
freshen
fucking
it up.
know bottoms.
Now I got our bush.
Oh
peach beer.
no.
Gonna fry up my cherry bacon. And right there. A little bit of butter and beer. Oh, that's nice.
Okay, look. I wouldn't do it. But if you want to add a flavored beer to one of your recipes, okay, fine. You know, you do you. But if you're going to use a flavored beer, why are you using the Busch Light version of it? Wouldn't you get like just anything but that? You don't choose Busch Light. Busch Light is like if you just have to get drunk. That's what the shit you drink in college.
YouTube, I think that'll make for some.
And I wouldn't trust them to make a flavored beer.
We're gonna put the sunbase back on here and do its thing. It's gonna heat back up to a nice medium. Fry up some of that bacon and all that greasy love from the beef.
No, but he's a Bud Light guy. Or is he boycotting because of fucking whatever their name is? Don't even remind me who it is. I honestly don't care. Oh yeah, Dylan Mulroney or something. I know that's wrong. Mulvaney, that's who it is. Where's cooking up bacon? Fascinating. I'm surprised no one has donated him an air fryer. Like, if you were like legit, I mean, people will still send him shit, but if you're like a legit fan of his, or if you actually like him, like, send him an air fryer. But I guess no one likes him because they just send him, you know, they'll send him shit that fucks up his brain. I know Tipster's been going heavy on the Bud Light in more ways than one. What the fuck was that? Cooking up bacon. Toast the bread.
Now we got that bacon cooked up. It's time to toast up our...
Sorry.
Now we got that bacon cooked up. It's time to toast up our bread. Yeah, you know what time it is. We're gonna take the bread and we're gonna toast it in that grease. The sugar from that peach beer is
Christ, don't remind me,
caramelized a wee
Falcon.
bit on the bacon. Not bad. Yeah, I'm gonna take the bread and we're gonna lightly toast it.
Like, I used to watch him unironically, and he did do some DSP coverage. Like, I know he did some really bad takes on DSP, but he had some good ones too. And he was talking about, like, some of the financial shit, and he was using Jesus Christ. He was using Piece of Pieces spreadsheet
the bread
in the
toast up
stream.
and that beer and that beef and that bacon grease.
And I felt obligated to tell him and be like, hey, fucking credit the guy, credit the person you're getting all this info from, which they did. Oh, God. Make it.
One time for the one time, I'm gonna show you how I did this stack. The bread's been toasted in the grease, delicious. Yes, please.
I mean, I really do have to agree with the overwhelming
Here's how this
sentiment of,
works. Now that we got our bacon cooked and everything, we're gonna add.
it's like, dude, you're
Make this a
married. Why are you
double
acting this way
bacon
online?
cheeseburger.
Ugh.
Patty number 2. We got some
Like, what you're doing would be kind of weird for a single person, but the fact that you're married is just like, publicly married. It's like, what the fuck?
So each patty will get 1 full slice of cheese.
But, like, honestly, like, here's a good... hold on. But, like, look at this, though. Give me 1 second here. Like, he had a great take on Phil. I have to find it in my clips. I'll pull it up after this.
And 2 strips of that delicious, freshly cooked in the beer bacon.
Oh.
Yes. Excuse me. That's it, I'm gonna mix good fucking cheese.
Fuck is it?
Put this on a plate. Because we need to melt that fucking cheese on top of the fucking meat. Really make that fucking thing just pop.
Here we go. I'll play it after this. We don't want to interrupt this beautiful piece of... whatever. I've shown some... oh, God, that looks awful. Oh!
We'll leave that one here so we can microwave the other one to melt the cheese.
Oh! Oh!
I don't think I'm stopping.
Oh yeah, speaking of toast. So, I think I mention this every week. Yeah, I did mention this last week. So, to sum it up, Steve of the Dead basically defended beans on toast as being good. So, I was like, okay, I'll try it, but give me some information. So, long story short, I was able to try out beans on toast on my own. And I'll say it's not bad, but just beans on toast, like baked beans on toast, I wouldn't make it myself. I wouldn't pick it over anything else. You know what I mean? Like, again, it's not bad, but I would never go out of my way to go and just eat it. But like, is that though? It definitely has a thing where you know you can add to it. So I'm going to try it again. I'm going to add like things of like bacon and sausage and cheese. I mean, it's something that I would never eat like on a regular basis, but at least I could be like, okay, I could see this all working together better than just the thing plain.
More fucking stuff to it. These fucking pork fried or pork egg rolls.
He's putting egg rolls on it?
That looks pretty fucking sweet.
What?
Pork egg rolls from Chong's, biatches. On top of those goddamn fucking egg rolls, we're gonna put some fucking cheese. Go to the Crunch, sharp cheddar cheese on top of the fucking egg rolls. Egg rolls are already pre-cooked, so what we ought to do is just sprinkle it on there.
I do like a good egg roll. Like, whenever I go to a Chinese place, I'm like, yeah, I will try one of your egg rolls. If you can't make a good egg roll, that's like that's a big negative for me.
But also cheesy. Well, I'll tell you what, man. I ripped a huge ass fucking fart earlier.
No.
Oh, it was just the righteous, dude. Look, I blasted ass pretty good earlier.
I mean, I know Phil likes fart humor, but I don't think he...
So all the cheese melts on top of it.
Right, Casper? Like, Phil doesn't mention his rancid farts on his streams, right? Like, he will fart or will joke about farts, but he would not point out a particular fart from his past for his audience.
YouTube. Into our top bun, we're gonna add some sweet honey craft barbecue cheese.
Oh, okay, good. We need even more ingredients on this.
That's what the haters are. They're a bunch of stupid, dumb-ass motherfuckers. And you just laugh at them and go, when's the last time Cobra's done a cooking video? How about you lick my asshole?
Oh yeah, Casper, don't forget there's a Detractor Evo this week.
Because I want to add a couple more ingredients to the top buns.
Oh, yes.
Top bun.
Of course you want to add more ingredients.
Oh, god damn it.
What?
If he's not adding more ingredients... Oh, and it's not like we can see it. But why the hell would you delete it, Casper?
What?
Son of a bitch.
What?
By the way, I couldn't believe you when I sent you the picture of Street Fighter 6 on my stream. Or on my Steam Deck. And you're like, oh, you got it on PC? It's like, no.
A little bit of bacon ranch on top of the...
I mentioned it earlier that I was trying to get PlayStation streaming working.
And some of this Dean's French onion with bacon dip. On top of the goddamn barbecue sauce. The barbecue sauce side, we're going to leave that out for a second now. Just for a second. Okay. Gonna open up our French onion dip.
I did indulge myself today.
It's got the bacon in it.
My local sandwich shop has a deal. Buy one, get one free on weekends. And I do like myself a good wrap, and they make some good wraps. So I'll get two for the price of one. And I'll eat one that day, and then I just put away the other one. I wrap it in tinfoil. It's good for, like, you know, 2 days at least. Ugh. Oh, that's so sad seeing it slowly pour down. Speaking of drowning. That is pretty cool, though. The idea you can just fucking play Street Fighter 6 on a portable. Ah!
This side has the bacon ranch. This side has the barbecue sauce and the French onion and bacon dip.
Oh,
Leave that outside of the microwave and we'll make this all gooey cheesy in the middle.
Oh, oh. Oh, so anyway, but like, look at this take that Tipster had about Phil, because I used this in my documentary.
People like DSP Gaming. If you've people like
So basically, the pre-thing of this was that talking about the idea of e-beggars, or he says like there are people who will stream and say if you can get me $1 or whatever, you know, like this or like that. But then there's some they could call e-beggars, and here's why.
DSP Gaming. If you've never seen a DSP Gaming stream before, this guy is constantly begging for money.
Now this is in 2017. See, look at this. The courtesy Tipster, and look, I bolded, I italicized, and underlined the date because don't forget this came out in like 2021.
This guy's like, hey man, you know what? I gotta pay my bills. You know, I've got all these bills and I've got so much debt and blah 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 blah. And it's like he makes it his fans' responsibility to pay his bills. What the fuck, dude? Like, I don't understand why it is your fans' responsibility to pay your bills. Why can't you be a mature fucking adult? I don't understand that. You know, he's always begging people to give him bits because, like, I need more bits. You got to give me more bits because if I don't get more bits, then I'm not going to be able to pay my fucking bills. And we got this Patreon goal, and we have to meet the Patreon goal because if we don't meet the fucking Patreon goal, then I'm not going to be able to pay my bills. And you gotta give me PayPal donations because the thing about bits is I don't get the bits right away, or I don't get the subs right away. So if you don't give me PayPal donations, I can't get the money right away, and then I won't be able to pay my fucking bills. Dude, people like
After they said it's not your fans' responsibility to pay your fucking bills. Oh god, melted.
About now, but we're gonna microwave that until the cheese.
Well, I mean, I know. Well, duh. I know it's an old video. I have the data on it. It's from 2017.
On top has melted. Oh yeah, it's starting to melt. Liking that? Yeah.
Oh no, I've definitely seen that fall from grace. I mean, he is now just a punching bag. And then he's posting fucking drunken shit to Nick DiOrio, who last I checked, I thought they weren't on good terms. Like, I know they were like on bat. They fucking go up and down like seesaws
Wing Tower cheese
in terms of what their relationship is. Like whether or not him and Augie are like on good terms. I guess now they're all on bad terms.
Boring, boring, boring.
Good. Good. Good.
Yeah.
And of course the fucking beef patty doesn't want to fucking stay on. Suck my bollocks, you bastard.
Am I alone in finding this fascinating? I need to get a drink after this.
Boring, boring.
Oh, we'll get to something soon, folks. Don't worry.
Boo! Boo! Boo!
We got it taken care of.
Ah!
What?
Oh, put it back to the black screen, please.
What?
Like a fucking moron, I'm trying to fit the top button on here.
Top of what? Oh. 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 Seeing the stuff just dripping off.
I was able
Oh.
to save the damn toppings.
He still needs to
for
top
this
it off.
Ridiculously big ass fuck bacon sandwich.
Oh wait, that was the bread? I thought that was like
barbecue,
another
egg rolls.
slab of something. I didn't know that was bread. Oh, that looks so awful. Oh. Oh, that's it. Or does he talk about it here?
What up, YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra.
Okay, I'm not gonna sit and watch him play fucking guitar. Okay, so we have him cooking something. A dank bacon cheeseburger. So we have more to see, but just give me a minute, folks. I'll be right back.
Sometimes I ask myself, what am I doing here? I think of all the reasons, but it's still not clear. I look at places to go, there's nothing near. So take me away from this, 'cause this place I hardly miss. So take me back in time to another world, then you can be mine. We don't have to worry when you're by my side. There's nothing I don't know, there's nothing to decide apart from where we want to go. What am I doing now by coming back for more? Is it me, or have I been here before? I want to go somewhere that we can explore. Just take me away from here to somewhere that's nowhere near. So take me back in time to another world, then you can be mine. We don't have to worry when you're by my side. There's nothing I don't know, there's nothing to decide apart from where we want to go. Take me anywhere you want to go, to a place that we both know.
Oh, I guess I offended the masses. I have like half the viewers. Well, well. Anyways, let's look at this drink combo too.
What do YouTube?
Oh, he sounds awful.
Chilling like a rockstar villain. Doing that burger video later. Working on my new album. And we got a new drink combo called the Peach Bomb. You're gonna need some Crown Royal Peach. You're gonna need some peach schnapps, and of course some.
Yeah, like I can understand if you want a peach thing, do it on one of those
See
drinks.
how that tastes.
Bush Light, ugh, no.
I could cook this on the cherry bacon for the burger. That would be simply decadent, especially with a fried egg and actual egg rolls. If I take my time with the burger, it'll look a lot nicer than I did the first time I attempted it. It clanged like a fucking bell, man.
Ugh.
Peach bomb. The pour action was fucking sweet. Drink combos.
Oh.
That drink combo is fire.
Oh, what's going on here? Did anyone? Okay, sorry. I got a notification on Discord and I just wanted to check it, and there was fucking nothing of relevance. So, of course, part 2 comes up before part 1. But we gotta see part 1 first. Oh, of course, there's some butter.
We got Country Crock Originals, some 80% lean, 20% fat beef. It's burger time. We got Country Crock Originals, some 80% lean.
What is that? Is that ground beef? $5.99 a pound? Is he out of his fucking mind? Oh, those are like, oh, that's burgers. Oh, okay. But still, I mean, maybe because I'm just a cheap fuck. I usually get mine, I get like the frozen burgers. But like, I'll admit that if you get fresh meat, or even if you get fresh and freeze it, it's a bit better. But for me, for the cost, and because I can spice it up, I can fix it up to make it better. So I have no problem going with the cheaper frozen ones.
20% fat beef patties.
I myself would be like between like $3 and $4 a pound.
Grease. Turn the fan on to a light. These are 80-20 beef patties. We got 4 of them. We're gonna make a egg roll bacon cheeseburger. Second attempt, be a bit cleaner with it because the pan has been scrubbed clean of all the grease. We're starting with the fresh pan. We're only gonna do 1 patty, so it makes the burger easier to stack. As always, we're going to be using our seasoning from Mr. Alex Vigner.
Oh, of
Check out his
course.
glass on Instagram. He's a glass blower and he's awesome at it. I got the pan plugged in. Before we turn it on to a medium heat, we're going to splash it with some goodies for our burger patty. And this burger patty grease will be used to cook our bacon grease, and that'll be used to cook
What?
our fried egg grease.
What?
I'm sorry, you don't need... No. Like, I get cooking, like, some stuff in grease. Like, cooking stuff in bacon grease, okay, I'll kind of go with that. But then, like, cooking in everything else is grease? No. You don't compound it.
You don't need a
You
whole lot.
cook one of the things in
butter
grease,
can
not
cut
everything
your
in each
carcass,
other's
create a lot of
grease.
anyways.
Yeah.
Now we're going to grab ourselves a burger patty. Then we're going to wrap these up and put them back in the freezer. The bacon I have for this cheeseburger is super delicious.
Oh, I bet it is.
It is a Black Label cherry wood thick cuts smoked bacon.
Those are like
From the
at
Whole
least
Milk Company. It
$8.
is
I know I
got a
mentioned 10 earlier, but they're at
Ziploc
least
pouch.
like 8.
Very handy for keeping your
If you can get
bacon
'em on
fresh
sale.
longer. I like that. You know, we should add to our country crock butter spread. We should add a little something. What you know about that drink combo, YouTube? That peach bomb drink combo I did created a very delicious swirly effect. Very delicious.
You lying sack of shit!
So we got ourselves a cup. And to saute our burger patty, we're gonna add some Crown Royal Peach. Check out the new drink combo. We're gonna use this
You're
for
right
our
on
bacon
that.
too, so I'm gonna pour a little thick on that.
Oops.
Next to our Crown Royal Peach, we're gonna add some peach schnapps. Into that peach schnapps, we're gonna add peach monster, 0 sugar for the caffeine.
Ugh.
That's plenty of drink combo for what we need it for. We're also going to be adding cheese and egg rolls to it, but we'll hold off on the fucking egg rolls until we come to that part.
Ah.
Our drink combo is looking proper. We're going to grab ourselves a sip and we're going to add seasoning and beef. First, we must bless the pan with a little of that drink combo now. Just a little bit. I'll take a squizzle of that.
Of course he will. I thought this was taking a bit too long than it would for any other functional adult. Oh no. Okay, why is it? Thanks for putting the thing there. Ass hat.
Don't need a whole lot of seasoning.
Ah.
Those sides first. Season the side down first on top of that butter and that
Why don't you have it covering half the
whiskey,
burger?
which is going to cook off on our patty.
And the one half it was on, like, if you just spread what was on the one side across the thing.
To the top of our patty, we're going to add
You
a
would have had
sprinkle
enough.
more of our Cajun seasoning.
Oh, good, pound some more.
Just a light splash will do you because it's spicy.
Oh, I bet it is. Ugh.
Now we're going to trim that onto a medium and a dollop of that country crock to the top of that. We'll get to cooking up that beef patty and flipping it. We're going to plate the burger patty onto our clean plates. The bread we're using is big whites. Just a thick white bread. Fuck racism. Using is big whites. Just a thick white bread. Fuck racism.
What?
Oh.
We'll come back to that butter if we need it, but I like using Country Crock Original to cook beef and bacon. It makes it extra delicious and unhealthy. Now that our burger patty is ready to sizzle and cook.
Oh.
That's a good look, YouTube. All that butter's going to melt when we heat up that pan to a medium right there. Perfect.
What?
Fan turned on, and to contain the grease, we're going to put the lid on.
You can't get over how retro that
You're going to want
stove
to
is.
periodically flip your burger patty, but we'll come back to that.
I mean, come on.
We're going to make
It was not until I saw this Cobra video that I ever saw someone with switches on the top of their fucking oven.
a whiskey
stove oven,
themed
whatever.
burger with egg rolls and pepper jack cheese and barbecue sauce. That peach whiskey will taste good with that cherry bacon, I reckon.
Just close up.
You can smell the sexiness off this burger. It definitely smells like
That is too much
peaches.
fucking liquid in there for one burger.
Get that flip action.
You're not really flexing much there, pal.
Time to make some bacon. The burger patty is properly cooked. After the burger patty got done cooking, we turned down the pan to cool off the grease from that burger patty because we're going to reuse it to make some more delicious for the burger. Pretty much repeat the same process as last time minus the seasoning. The sweetness should complement the spiciness of the burger. That's what we're going for, at least. There's already enough grease in there. We're not going to need more for our bacon.
Yeah.
Adopt that Country Crock Original.
Like, it's amazing all those old ones still work. My fucking... well, my aunt lives there now.
Splash the drink combo.
Again.
Some for the chef. Because what's a cheeseburger without some goddamn bacon?
Father grew up in.
We got some Black Label cherry wood
His
thick cut
sister lives in it
bacon.
now. He has
Yes,
one of those
sir.
old school GE grills. Not
We
like
need
this,
2
similar
meal
but
slices
different.
for our burger.
It still, for the most part, works, and it's
Resealable top doing
freaking
its
old
thing.
as shit.
Keeping it in the freezer to keep it more fresh. These slices are nice and thick. Plop that into our pan, into our bacon and butter and whiskey grease. Wash my hands.
Pouring, 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 pouring.
God.
Our bacon is ready to be cooked up. And all that greasy whiskey love.
Bacon Roy does not need to be cooked in anything.
And now we're
If
gonna
anything,
turn the
you
heat
use
back
just
up
the
to
stuff
a
with the bacon
medium.
and other stuff. You don't add stuff with the bacon.
The same temperature that we cooked our burger in. I turned it down to here to cool off the burger grease so we could flavor up our bacon extra special. The whiskey grease from cooking that beef patty is now going to flavor that bacon with a little bit extra of that drink combo. That's what's up. What up, YouTube? We have an egg for our sandwich. I cleaned out most of the grease from frying up our bacon and our beef.
Oh.
The bacon has been turned into like a candy sort of bacon with that whiskey sauce that we glazed it in. Very delicious.
Don't get me wrong, I do love myself a bacon and egg sandwich. But not like this. Not like this.
Put a splash of that Country Crock Original into our pan. About like that much. And I crack the egg on top of it.
You're cracking another egg on top of that? Why?
This egg is going to be for our cheeseburger.
Okay, I do have to say, an egg on a cheeseburger does taste good.
Style of egg. Lightly scooch the egg as it cooks. And very slowly form it with your spatula like you're forming clay. The egg yolk's breaking just a little bit, but I digress. It's cooking in this grease of beef and bacon. And a little bit of
No,
fresh
like those
Country
things
Crock
by
Original.
themselves are good.
Once our egg's fully cooked, we're going to give it a flip. I want to let that cool off. All the grease has been soaked into that egg, so we're going to have a little bit of grease to flavor our bread, toast it. Not too much like the last time I attempted this recipe. That's not too bad for a burger. We're doing an egg roll barbecue bacon cheeseburger. Might as well add an egg to it. It is a Lacren double A large egg. Cooking up in all that delicious grease. It's starting to get a little bit firm. When it's fully firm, we're gonna flip it and cook it on the other side. That's small enough for our burger.
Oh. It's gonna be like black on the bottom. It already looks black. Oh. Of course, it cuts away. But dude, like I go, well, because you have it covered, okay? Like sometimes I will go, I'll make a sandwich like on a like an English muffin, one of these things. And typically I'll go and I'll cook the egg. Like I actually have a really small thing. I find for the best thing if you want to do sandwiches, you gotta get one of these like really small frying pans. Like smaller than the typical one, like the ones that would fit on a regular grate. These ones are smaller than that. Did that for eggs if you're serious about making egg sandwiches. That's part 4.
Delicious egg. Let's give it a flip.
Oh.
Let's cook on this side for a bit. All that grease is cooking for our egg. That's fucking beautiful. There's our candified bacon. It's been fully cooked. And that whiskey glaze. We're doing that barbecue egg roll bacon cheeseburger for the fans. And we're gonna do it right.
Oh.
As soon as the egg's done cooking up, we'll let the grease cool off. I want to get ready to toast up some sandwich bread for our burger.
Hell's Kitchen cooking with King Cobra.
More up here too.
More egg rolls.
Done cooked up 2 egg rolls. 2 minutes in the microwave. They're a little bit
Undercooked.
under crispy, but that's just alright.
Undercooked.
Perfect for our burger.
Undercooked.
We got some sauce to put on it. We'll get into the sauce. We're not worried about that right now. Now we gotta toast up our bread for our bacon cheeseburger. Got 2 slices of big white bread. The pan's been scraped again. We're gonna butter both sides with some country crock butter. We're gonna throw a little bit of that Kraft mayo into the pan to toast up our bread. Them egg rolls smell delicious. The egg rolls we're using are Chung's pork egg rolls. They're microwavable.
Usually it costs like $4.
I can tell I cooked the egg rolls right this time. I didn't overcook them.
And everybody, folks, I do apologize. I'm gonna have to wrap up this stream a little early tonight. We'll finish watching the Cobra stuff, but then after I gotta get going.
Enough of that Country Crock original.
I apologize to anyone who was looking forward to the Otaku, but
Turn that
honestly, there isn't too much. Back.
back up to a medium.
He like announced his
Took our Kraft
return.
mayo.
Basically, it's nothing. They can't wait. He hasn't done a review of Fight Forever yet, which I find interesting. He does have a playthrough though of him playing as himself doing the Being Elite mode. Or Road Elite, whatever the fuck the thing is called.
Turn that to a medium.
Oh,
It's been completely cooled off. Now we're going to toast up our sandwich bread.
oh god, a 13-minute. Well, we'll see.
Got our bread toasted up.
Oh god, there's a
The
lot
side's
more
a
to
little
go.
bit done.
Oh
But
god,
that's
look at
not
that
too bad.
bread.
It's a little burnt, not what I was looking for, but it is what it is.
I'm sorry, what was that?
We're gonna start to. But that's not too bad. It's a little burnt, not what I was looking for, but it
It's
is
a
what
little
it
burnt
is.
that I'm looking for.
We're gonna start to assemble our bacon barbecue cheeseburger here. Now we got our bread toasted up. Begin piling our ingredients.
Yes, you have.
1 beef patty. Surge it into our Serengeti pepper jack / cheese. Real cheese, people, not a sponsor. Good cheese. One slice of pepper jack cheese. Then we're gonna hit it with our whiskey candified bacon. That bacon that's been candyified, the candy whiskey bacon that we made. Kind of place that on there like that.
Ugh.
That's some good looking thick bacon.
Yeah, I apologize. So I need to step away for just one more minute. I'll be right back. Apologies, folks. That's just the fun life you live with a wife and 3 children. You know, an actual family, unlike what Phil claims he
Move
has.
these egg rolls out of the way for 1 second. And how about this fried egg? It's looking beautiful. I'm gonna reassemble this burger onto a plate. Might as well use the plate we've been using, save ourselves some time on the cleanup. And we're gonna hit that second layer of bacon with another layer of that pepper jack cheese.
Is that the thing that everyone's complaining about online? Like, I honestly
And then
couldn't
we're
care
gonna
less.
take these
Oh,
pork
those look
fried
so
egg
awful.
rolls and place them on top of that cheese. And do one more slice of our Sharenghetto pepper jack.
Like, people are like, oh, they made this once good-looking character now, like, not as good-looking. I'm like, well, it's not like there's, like, they took away all the eye candy. If that's your thing, I don't really care about what my fighting game characters look like. It is weird that we got fucking
We're gonna come in
3
with some other
like
cheese,
headline
this triple
fighting games
cheddar
coming out this
cheese
year.
From Lacren, but we're not going to do
Right,
that
isn't
just
it
yet.
just- I always see
Hold
Mortal
on a
Kombat's
second.
coming. When's Tekken
Got our
coming
egg
out?
roll sauce. Now we're going to
Oh, it doesn't have a
microwave
date
this,
yet.
what we
Oh,
have
excuse
here,
me.
to get that cheese melted all over our egg rolls.
I mean, I'm guessing it's going to come out. The Tekken 8 is going to come out in 2024. There's really no reason for it to come out this year. Between Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, why try to compete with that in the same year? I love how it's just fucking sitting right
Do
there.
a 1 minute burst. Now for our top bun, we're going to want to dress it with some sauce. I think we should.
God, plates. Do you have them?
We're gonna add some barbecue sauce to the cheese after we melt it a second time, but for our top bun, we're gonna add some Dean's French onion with bacon dip. Gonna wash that shit like a hawk so we don't over melt the cheese.
It is crazy, like just the idea of like
Just
YouTube,
some,
like
French
just-
onion bacon dip.
before I went live, I was showing or I was looking
Spread a
at
little
some
bit on
stuff
our
on
toast
YouTube and some
on
Cobra
top
cooking
here.
stuff. And my 11-year-old, saw some of it. And of course, she was thoroughly disgusted. And I was like, this is so crazy. Just the idea of like, when I was 11, when any of us were 11, our parents couldn't just say like, hey, they pull up something off their computer, like this
Dean's
random
French
crazy
onion
video.
bacon dip on our top bun. The cheese has melted all over those egg rolls and that beef and that bacon. You can see it blanketing nicely.
I mean,
To our top bun, we're gonna add a couple splashes of some Frank's Red Hot
Okay,
original
now you
cayenne pepper
ruined it.
sauce. A little bit of that
Ugh.
action. We splashed a little bit on the cutting board, but that's all right. Tasty.
live right now. No, yeah.
I left the chimichangas a little, or excuse me, the egg rolls. I don't know why I said chimichanga, blah. I left the egg rolls On the chewier side, when I first microwaved them, because we're going to add some more tasty goodness, we're going to grab an egg roll sauce packets. Just squeeze it all over the top of that cheese.
Okay, so after this, we're going to invade Dark Dave's mirror. Yeah, okay, well, that works. Ugh. Dude, they should just fucking remake Tekken 1 through 3. Or just, I don't know, give them online playability. Do like a thing where it's like being in the arcade.
Add that fried egg. And before we sandwich the sandwich up, we're gonna do 2 more things to it.
Oh no.
We're gonna grab some of that honey sweet barbecue from Kraft. And do a little dollop on top of the fried egg.
Ah.
Just like that.
That's what a quote-unquote fried egg looks like, folks.
I want to get that cheese on there. We don't want to microwave it with the egg because the egg will probably explode. So to finalize it,
I actually used the Tekken soundtrack.
I'll grab a bowl.
Here's a hint for the. It's actually said in my AW Fight Forever review.
We'll grab our Lucraine triple
different
cheese,
background
triple
music
cheddar
because they
cheese.
identify all of it.
Lucraine triple cheddar cheese.
One of them was the Tekken 1 character select screen.
Now we're gonna microwave it in a bowl.
And if you remember, they all looked awful back in the day. Tekken 1, I mean.
So we can drizzle
It
on
looked
top
better
of the
in 2 and
barbecue
3,
sauce.
but 1 looked awful.
That's pretty straightforward.
But
There's
anyways,
our
I
top
used
bun with
that
the
music, the
bacon,
character select
French onion
screen,
dip,
for
and
when
Frank's Red Hot
for
sauce.
the AW Fight Forever select stream or screen.
Put a little bit of cheese on there. You don't want the egg to explode in the microwave. Plus, if you try to like put this shredded cheese on top of the microwave,
Well, why
it's
the
gonna
fuck
go
are you
all
putting
over
an
the
egg in the
place.
microwave?
So I'm gonna grab a separate bowl. I'm gonna microwave the cheese till it's melted, slightly melted. Then we're gonna drizzle it on top of the barbecue sauce. A 1 minute burst.
Oh. Yes, thank you for moving that away, pal.
This sandwich is looking a lot better than the last one I attempted. A little crispy on the fried egg. And the toast is a little overdone, but yeah, this one looks a lot better. No idea how it's gonna taste, man. This is the barbecue pork egg roll bacon cheeseburger.
Ew.
Out of a 1 minute burst, there was like 19 seconds left, and that cheese started to melt.
Ugh.
You want to scrape all that melted cheddar cheese and put it on top of our fucking fried egg. Just enough fried cheese to top our fried egg. Melted, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Gonna spread it around top of the egg. If it drips off the side of the sandwich, that's alright.
I hope 8 puts more effort into their fucking story
Put that
mode.
in there.
Assuming they even have one. Or at the very fucking least, have a proper tutorial. Tekken 7 didn't have that. It was fucking ridiculous because I tried playing the story mode or the campaign mode, whatever. I couldn't get past one time, I think, when you fight Kazuya, or I forget who you fight. Basically, he would just, like, go for my attacks and not, like, react. So basically, he didn't have to block my stuff.
Flip it upside
Just
down.
go for my
cool
attacks, but I
off.
couldn't do the same thing to them.
All the grease from that burger patty
So I could never beat him.
is gonna soak into that bottom bun. So while the burger's cooling off, you want to flip it upside down.
Okay, so this isn't going to be a
bottom bun
tasting
doesn't get
video.
too soaked.
We'll see. If it's available, we'll watch it.
I'm gonna wash my hands. Perfect amount of cheddar cheese to melt on top. Look at this greasy mess of a burger.
That is a mess, I must
Do
say.
I cool off and then went out to try it? It looks 1,000 times better than the one I attempted beforehand.
1,000 times better.
Less to make, but smells looks good to me.
Okay, that's part 7. Do we have a part 8? Oh. Well. Boy, that ended abruptly. Sorry, I know I mentioned we're going to do the otaku, but you have to bear in mind when I planned the stream out, there was only like 2 parts of the cooking shit. So then, and then there were so many other things that took up all the rest of the time. And anyways, thanks everyone for stopping by. Sometime this week, as I mentioned earlier, we will watch the Kingcobrajfs documentary, the one that now he's all pissed off about. We haven't been watching any Boglims Chronicle streams. We didn't watch any this week because they were all his reactions to the movie, which I want to see first before I see reactions to it. And as far as LWA goes, it probably won't be around for this Friday. Probably a better chance next one, but again, don't hold me to it. This all depends on how my schedule goes. Just a lot of shit with work and family, so. Yeah, it's hard times. Yes, have a good night. See you next time, Brian. Like I said, I will get to watching the documentary have to be over 2 streams because it's like over 2 hours long, and I know I'll be pausing and annoying you all with my awful commentary. Anyways, thank you for stopping by. I will